Hi everyone, I'm Trader Will, and this is my first time gave an English open mic speech. I'm graduating from National Taiwan University, Taida. I study finance, probably better than Bucks. There's always a weird thing in my mind that is, in my opinion, Taiwanese people are not good in English. I'm not saying they're bad or we're bad, but we're kind of like the Burger King among burger stores. Just not that good. But at the same time, Taiwanese people are just so good at English tests. Like TOEFL, TOEIC, GRE, whatever fucking alphabet combinations, they're just so good at those tests. Like, they're just killing it. They might do it better than Americans themselves. Like, even the grocery store owner next to my home have a gold certificate of TOEIC. So, I took a TOEFL test a few years ago, and I remember that there's who took a TOEFL test before? Yeah, it's for like when you want to go abroad, you have to take a TOEFL test, and there are 4 parts in a TOEFL test, like reading, speaking, writing, and whatever. And for the speaking part, they'll just give you some questions, and you'll hear the questions, and you just answer it, and they'll record your sound. And everyone in the same classroom have the same question, so you could hear others' answers. And at that time, there's a question called, what's your favorite sport and how does it affect your life? And a guy sitting in front of me, a small dude with nerdy glasses and white shirt and blue jeans, who seems to have nothing to do with sports, he said, my favorite sport is basketball, and I've played basketball for many years. I was like, no, bro, you don't play basketball, you play table tennis. Yeah, and he just keeps saying, or keep lying. He said he played basketball in his high school team, and he led his team to the championship game. But in the championship game, he tore his Achilles, and yeah, sounds so fake. And his team ended up losing, and he was so frustrated. But at that time, he remembered that Oprah Winfrey once said that failures are just those stepping stones to success. So he didn't give up. He didn't give up his basketball career. He just went through some medical treatment and just went back to the court. And after years of training, he finally became a successful professional basketball player, according to him. Yeah, and I was like, no, bro, you're not playing professional basketball. You're taking a fucking TOEFL test. You're more like a professional basketball statistic analyzer or something. And by the way, he ended up giving like 50 quotes during the test. Like probably more than the baskets is ever made. So that's how Taiwanese people doing so good in those tests. We just out here giving out fake stories and random quotes so that we could score higher. Like in my high school years, I went to a cram school which helps people pass those tests. And at that time, I remember the teacher over there just told me that, hey, if you want to say it's hot outside, you have to say the sun is burning, it's scorching hot. And if you want to say you're shocked, you have to say you're momentarily speechless and couldn't utter a word. And if you want to say you're crying, you have to say the tears stream down my cheeks involuntarily. Like, you have to make everything more beautiful to score higher in those tests. Like, they just out here want to make random Taiwanese people into William Shakespeare. So this fucking English teaching system just made Taiwanese people so good and so bad at English at the same time. So we could know what Napoleon had said before, but don't know how to order in a Burger King store. I really just like basketball players who know how to make circus shot, but don't know how to dribble. If Taiwanese people went abroad, they often just fuck up. Like a guy can hit me and say, hey, what's up, dude? And I'll be like, oh, what's up? A burning sun. That's it for today. Thank you.
set, man. Thank you for peeling back the curtain a little bit, expose a little bit more about Taiwan, as I always call it, the nation of liars. All right. Hell yeah. No, that was excellent, man. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. Our next comic, super excited to bring on stage. Put your hands together for the very funny Mr. Jake Hosking. Jake Hosking!